Good morning. My name is Debbie Babcock. I'm here today to assist you with your understanding of organizational communication and why it is so important for the growth of the company. So what is organizational communication? In a nutshell, it's a process. Here is a high-level definition. Organizations use the organizational communication process to create themselves and to create and shape events. It involves complex interactions of people, messages, meaning, realities, and purpose. It also involves communication activities that are either written or oral, which happen within the organization, working towards specific goals. This process is ongoing. It has no beginning or end. Now I will break it down for you. Organizational communication serves as the glue that holds everything together. Let's start with the people. Individuals have their own unique set of characteristics that they bring to work. These characteristics influence how they process information. Organizational communication occurs when individuals share both work and interpersonal relationships. Now I'll address messages, meaning, realities, and purpose. Individuals send messages, sender, and receive messages, receiver. Meaning, when we talk, we send messages, and when others talk, we receive messages. This can occur so quickly that it seems to be simultaneous. Each individual encodes and decodes each message. When an individual encodes a message, they are formulating what they want to convey, as well as determining the best way to have the receiver understand the message. Decoding, on the other hand, is taking the message and interpreting its meaning. The sending and receiving of information being communicated is called channel. You have to be efficient and make the most of your communication opportunity. In determining the best way to send a message, we should consider the following: the sensitivity and emotional content of the subject, how easy it is to communicate detail, the receiver's preferences, time constraints, and the need to ask and answer questions. These will assist you in determining which one of the 4 broad categories to use. The categories are electronic, which consists of communication that is delivered and sent electronically. An example is by computer, which would be email, telephone, which would be voicemail, and television. Then there is print. This consists of memos, letters, brochures. We have face-to-face. These are the one-to-one or one-to-many, where people are physically present. Then there is the workspace, where you have a notice board or an LCD screen that you can put messages on. Meaning. Meanings are interpretations of messages and are assigned when the receiver decodes the message. In essence, in order to understand a message in the way the sender intended, it requires you to have an understanding of the sender's language and actions in a particular situation. Realities. Realities are the meaning that result from the communication process. It is the sender's attempt to have the receiver understand where they are coming from, as well as the sender understanding the world around them. Purpose. The primary purpose for organizational communication is to effectively and accurately relay information from one body to another body. The body can be an individual, group, team, or customer. In other words, the purpose of organizational communication is to effectively communicate within the organization and with others outside of your organization. What are the functions of organizational communication in a business? There are several functions that make up organizational communication in a business. They are control, motivation, interaction or emotional expression, and providing feedback, which is information. Control. An organization maintains control over the employees and their work environment by having established written human resources policies and procedures. These policies and procedures inform the employee of what they can and cannot wear at work, what the expected behavior is for the employee, what the job descriptions are, and the job functions within the job description. They also outline the performance review process and how it correlates to raises and promotions. Motivation. Managers motivate their employees so the employees can excel in their performance through the use of communication. Expectations for the employees can be clarified and incentives for exceeding expectations can be communicated. By motivating your employees, you are helping your organization reach your specific objectives. Interaction. Employees communicate amongst themselves when working on projects and during the workday. Employees communicate with our customers by providing customer service when questions or concerns come up, as well as communicate to the customer by letter or email. Throughout the day, written and verbal communication is given and received. Providing feedback. Providing feedback is a way for employees, managers, and even business owners to give and receive feedback on how they are doing their job, what changes are in store for the department or organization, or even how an employee, department, or team did on a project. These are just a few examples of providing feedback. Why is transparency important? Being transparent, you show the outside world that you live up to your objectives through your actions and that you live up to your obligations. An organization's communications practices and principles play an important role in shaping and visibility of its actions. The organization can disclose or release information of their choosing at a time that is right for them. The information the organization communicates needs to be clear and easy to comprehend. It must be able to be understood by different audiences and also be cognizant of different cultures. By doing this, you can help make your organization more transparent. The information you are communicating needs to be accurate. This shows the organization has integrity. It communicates the truth, and it actually represents the organization's policies and practices. Transparency goes all the way down the organization to each and every employee. It indicates honesty and open communication. What is the connection between targeted messaging strategies and corporate branding? Target messaging is when you have a specific audience that you want to directly appeal to. Corporate branding is the promoting of the brand name of a corporate entity instead of a specific product or service. The connection between the two is target messaging strategies have the brand name behind them. This provides more credibility to the product or service that is being targeted to a specific audience. Even if the audience knows nothing about the product or service, if they know about the corporate branding, they may be more likely to purchase or use the service. As the products become more well-known and liked, this helps to promote the corporate branding. How can organizational communication be used to shape Acme Widget's brand? Through interactions that develop amongst organizational members through the use of technology or face-to-face meetings. And those, excuse me, I went a few too quickly on my slides. through interactions that develop amongst organizational members through the use of technology or face-to-face meetings, and those external to the organization, the ongoing process of creating and transmitting organizational messages can be used to shape Acme Widget's brand. When exploring or developing strategies, extracting, doing planning, translating, making decisions, and executing the work of the organization, the process enables the organization to create and shape events. Using an integrated marketing communication approach will assist the organization in branding and coordinating the marketing efforts across a multitude of communication channels. This type of approach will enable the organization to develop more cost-effective marketing approaches that will deliver consumer value. It also reinforces Acme Widget's brand, as each marketing communication channel works together as a whole instead of working in isolation. Integrated marketing communication enables the organization to develop a dialogue and nurture its relationship with their customers. The better the relationship is with the customer, the greater the opportunity is that the customer will become a loyal, lifelong customer. What strategies can be used to build and/or maintain Acme Widget's reputation? Keep the communication channels open, whether it is up, down, horizontal, group, formal, or informal communication. Whichever form of communication works best for the organization, keep the lines of communication open. When individuals are kept informed, they feel appreciated and are more apt to perform better. Communication shapes culture. Transparency builds trust, reduces friction, and drives collaboration. Employees are a target audience, a channel of communications, and part of the company message itself. Employees can make or break the corporate brand. Put organizational communication to work to assist you with implementing internal and external communication messages that will help you achieve the mission. Continue with your corporate social responsibility. This can shape what is communicated in the public sector. Why is it useful to have a dedicated role for organizational communications at Acme Widget? It will assist with the social interactions amongst the individuals in the organization and will assist with the collaboration efforts amongst the individuals. Organizational communication will affect all levels of the organization at the individual, group, and organizational levels. It will enable you to determine the results, consequences, or outcomes of your communication exchanges. It will act as a source of information when you are doing planning, organizing, doing decision-making, controlling, and coordinating your communications. It will enable you to convey the vision and goals of the organization and give direction to others. It will also improve the performance of the individuals in the organization. When individuals are informed, they become involved, and once they are involved, they become engaged. Sorry again, I really do apologize. Does anybody have any questions?